100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Hello and welcome to Cardiff on a late October evening. An airport is an ever-changing environment, and Cardiff is no exception. And while the airport has shifted to the winter schedule, it does by no means reduce the pressure on airport staff to handle the traffic present today. At the terminal we find a Embraer J145 of BMI, which arrived 10:30 in the evening from Manchester. Passengers have deboarded the aircraft and luggage has been taken off the plane that now will stay overnight until its morning flight back to Manchester. Then we have an Embraer J145 of British Airways that also will be staying overnight after it has come in from Glasgow to where it will be returning to tomorrow morning, with a scheduled departure set for 10 minutes past 6. Then we have another ERJ145, but this one is of Swiss International Airlines and is right now getting ready for its return flight to Basel. With still 20 minutes to go, the crew is making the last preparations of the cabin before boarding will begin. Then we have an Avro 85 of Titan Airways, which has been deployed to serve the London Heathrow route on behalf of British Airways. The aircraft arrived at 10 minutes to 11 in the evening and is scheduled to fly back to Heathrow at 5:45 in the morning. Then we have an Avro 85 of Lufthansa, which is staying overnight after it has come in from Frankfurt in Germany to where it will be returning tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And then we have a premiere with the 757-200 of Continental Airlines that marks the first intercontinental route between Cardiff and the US. Passengers have just finished deboarding the plane and the last luggage is being taken off the aircraft as well. That will remain at the airport grounds until the next morning, when it will be heading back to Newark at 20 minutes past 10. Arriving a little early from Edinburgh is this Bombardier Dash 8 Q400 of Flybe. This will be the last flight of the day for the crew and the aircraft that tomorrow at 6:10 in the morning will be heading back to Edinburgh in Scotland. And with that, it's time for the news. Breaking news, V-Bird bankruptcy. Reports coming in right now suggest that the Dutch low-cost carrier V-Bird has indeed declared bankruptcy. This follows after months of speculation regarding the airline's financial stability. We'll stay on the case and update you as more information becomes available. Continental Airlines welcomed at Cardiff. As Continental starts operations at Cardiff Airport, the airport management is hopeful that there are more intercontinental routes to come in the next few months. A quiet goodbye as part of a wider reorganization of TUI UK's operations. Britannia has been rebranded as Thomson Fly. With the reorganization, the airline unfortunately has also decided to close its Cardiff base. Local staff has been offered to relocate to other Thomson Fly bases across the UK. JK457 investigation. After months of investigations into the crash of Spanair flight JK457 from Barcelona to Cardiff, it has now been announced that the final report of the AAIB into the crash of the Airbus A321 is expected to be published by December. Over at the remote stands, we find the 757-200 of what now is known as Thomson Fly. As we heard in the news, Britannia is closing down its Cardiff base, so this might very well be one of the last times we see this aircraft at the airport. It will be staying overnight before heading out to Tenerife on a very early morning flight. Then we have the CRJ-200 of Lufthansa, which is flying between Munich and Cardiff. It arrived at 11:15 in the evening and will stay until tomorrow morning 7:10 when it returns to the Bavarian capital. Then we have a 737-300 of Norwegian that has arrived from Oslo and right now is deboarding its passengers and offloading the luggage. As soon as that is done, the plane will be closed down for the day, as it will stay overnight and then head back to Norway at 10 minutes to 6 in the morning. And then we have this A320 of V-Bird. As we just heard, the airline has indeed declared bankruptcy. The aircraft was supposed to leave already 40 minutes ago, but as the crew was unable to get the aircraft refueled and the company's situation wasn't clear yet, the crew was still trying to get the aircraft in the air. This will however not happen, as the airport just has sent the bailiff to impound the aircraft due to outstanding airport fees. The passengers waiting in the terminal are yet to be informed about the situation, which undoubtedly won't make them very happy. And with that sad development, let's quickly head over to our furthest remote stance and see what's happening over there. Taxiing towards runway 30 right now is this Boeing 737-800 of Sun Express that will be bringing tourists to Antalya in Turkey. And over at the temporary stance, we have this ERJ-145 of British Airways that has come in from Manchester. Passengers are right now just heading to the bus that will bring them to the terminal. The aircraft will remain at Cardiff Airport until tomorrow morning for a flight to Aberdeen. And then we have this ERJ-145 of Lot Polish Airlines that right now is boarding its passengers for the next flight going back to Warsaw in Poland. With about 15 minutes left until its scheduled departure, it looks like it will be leaving on time. In pushback right now is this Tupolev Tu-204F of TNT, which came in from Liège in Belgium, and after having been loaded up, will be returning to Liège again, leaving a little earlier than scheduled. In the ramp next to where the Tupolev is going out, we have another Embraer ERJ-145. This one is, however, privately owned. It came in from Guernsey earlier in the evening and is scheduled to leave tomorrow for a flight to Geneva, but this flight plan might still be changed. And then finally, we have this Airbus A321 of Spanair that is lined up on runway 30, awaiting the takeoff clearance for its return flight back to Barcelona in Spain. And that is all for this time. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like, or if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe. With that, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next episode of Cardiff.